Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I watched WWE Monday Night Raw, episode 1384, which was broadcast on December 2nd, 2019. So we started this up. I watched the Hulu version of this episode 5 days later. I watched this on Saturday. I'm really behind this week. I still have I'm watching everything in order this time, not like jumping ahead to Starrcade last week before I watched finished the week by watching 205 Live. But if there was another Starrcade this weekend, I'd probably jump ahead and watch that also. But anyway, I did watch the Hulu cut of this show. It's only the hour and a half version of it, and a solid third of it was Kevin Owens and Bobby Lashley, and the Seth Rollins stuff and the AOP stuff, and none of that came back around at the end of the show, which is unusual. Usually the structure of this episode was pretty different from what it usually is, but I thought it was fine. Seth comes out and apologizes to everyone, and he asks Kevin Owens to come out to apologize to him. Kevin asks him, "What did you ask AOP to do that? Did you hire them to do that last week?" Because they attacked him at the end of the last week's show. And he said, "I had nothing to do with that. I don't know what was going on with that." And Kevin says, "I know you're lying because your lips are moving." AOP come out. They arrive to challenge Seth and Kevin in a tag team match. Kevin refuses because he thinks it's a trap, and so Seth leaves, AOP leaves. I guess they're not interested then. And then Kevin issues a challenge to somebody else, and that challenge to anybody else, and that challenge is answered by Lana. Very long, like all of this took up a solid half hour of the Hulu version of the show, so that must have meant it was like the first 45 minutes of the broadcast show. But anyway, Lashley comes out. They have a match, but disqualification when the AOP attacks. And so Kevin gets out of there. AOP leaves, and Lashley and Lana are standing tall. They're bragging about how they brought these detectives with them to keep Rusev from coming into the arena and all of that. But Rusev pops in from the audience, surprise, attacks Lashley, waves hello to Lana, and then runs out of there. Lana and Lashley are they're furious, and the detectives actually they arrest Lashley, and Lana slaps one of the detectives because she thinks it's ridiculous, and so they arrest her as well, and so they're taken away and never to be heard from again, ever, hopefully. We all hoped. Anyway, Drew McIntyre versus Akira Tozawa. The way my handwriting, it looked like Alicia. I was like, what? That is not a match that happened. No, Drew McIntyre, he defeated Akira Tozawa, throwing him around, kind of mocking him at times. But this fired Akira up. He put up a great fight. But Drew hit that Claymore and got the win. And then he calls out Randy Orton. So Randy comes out and he says, "Let me explain this to you, that you're the past, I'm the future. RKO is out, Claymore is in," all that. But the OC come out. Uncle Alan is not okay. He's pretty mad that Randy cost him his championship. So Drew says, "Okay, well, this is between you guys. I have nothing to do with this. I'm going to get out of here." Very wise. Drew McIntyre is I feel like he's the smartest character on this show. He knows what he's doing, and he knows when something doesn't have to have anything to do with him. But anyway, the OC, they attack Randy. So Ricochet comes out, tries to help him. They attack him. Umberto comes out, tries to attack. They attack him. And Rey Mysterio comes out to the rescue. And then finally, the odds are even. They fight them off. And backstage, the three of them and Randy are there. And Randy says, I appreciate your help, but I didn't need it. And so he leaves them be. And so later on, we get a 6-man tag team match. Rey Mysterio, Humberto Carrillo, and Ricochet versus the OC. And that was pretty great. That was pretty great. Like, might be one of my favorite 6-man tag team matches that I've seen. But anyway, Seth is leaving early, and on his way out, Charlie asks him, hey, why would you not help Kevin? And then Seth is like, I tried to help him, blah, 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 blah. And then leaves. Anyway, like, jerk. Anyway, then we had a 2-on-1 tag team match. Asuka and Kairi Sane versus Charlotte. Kairi won via the insane elbow to Charlotte, who thought that Asuka was the legal woman. She had her in that figure 8 leg lock, and Kairi came down right on her stomach. That was pretty awesome. So Kairi got the win there. And then we had the 6-man tag team match, like I mentioned, was pretty great. We got a victory from the OC after AJ hit the Super Styles Clash off of the out of the corner to Ricochet. And as AJ was feeling good about the victory, Randy hits the RKO out of nowhere to close the show. I'm looking forward to this one-on-one. This has to be a one-on-one match here. Or it could be a triple threat match. Oh my God. If it's a triple threat match at TLC, then I'm definitely... Okay, so I don't have a ticket to TLC yet, but I have a flight booked. I had enough reward points that I just had to pay like the taxes, which was like $11. So I have that flight booked. I don't have a ticket yet. I'm waiting to see how the weather is. If the weather seems like I'm going to be able to get there and get back without any problems, then I am going, especially if this becomes a triple threat for the United States Championship, because if it's a triple threat ladder match, oh my God, that would be awesome. And so that's what I'm hoping for. I don't think anything has been announced as far as that championship goes, but that has to be where this is going. It has to be. And if it is, I think that is my number one match that I'm looking forward to. And there's also some rumors about other matches that are going on that we might be another episode, at least from the Hulu cut, that Becky wasn't on. So that was, I don't know what's going on with that. She's the Raw Women's Champion, and they're not, I don't know. It's so weird. But there's rumors. It makes sense if these rumors are true that it's going to be Becky and Charlotte versus Kairi and Asuka for the women's tag team titles in a TLC match, that would be awesome. I think it would also be pretty awesome if others are involved in that match as well, because they had that fatal 4-way. They had the fatal 4-way at Starrcade. Do that as a ladder match, and it would be freaking awesome. But I could see, I can see them not wanting Alexa to be in that in a ladder match. She just got back from injury. Not to say that she deserves any more special treatment as far as that goes, but I could see it being not as like a privilege thing, but as far as like a safety risk type of thing. But anyway, I would love to see that as that fatal 4-way TLC match, because that would be bonkers. Like even if just like an okay match, it would be entertaining as hell, I think. But anyway, that's the only match that I've heard rumors of. And then I'll talk about a match that I do know has been made later in this week on SmackDown. I'll talk about that on the SmackDown episode. So that's That's everything that I can talk about Raw, because they cut out any Eric Rowan stuff. As I remember seeing stuff about that on social media, but that was cut out of, like, in Chicago. I was like, when Eric Rowan came out, I was like, what is going on with this, the cage thing and all of that? I don't know anything about all of this. I realize it's because it's been cut out of the Hulu version of the show every week, so I have no idea what's going on with that. But my theory at the time was that it was going to be full of snakes. But then I thought maybe it's a miniature Luke Harper is in there, like a Baby Yoda style Luke Harper. Or what if it's the cutest puppy anybody has ever seen? I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna have to post that theory that maybe it's a Baby Yoda. But anyway, that's it. Let me know what you thought about this episode of Raw by tweeting me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen. Stay safe out there in all the infinite multiverses, and I'll see you next time here on TIW Podcast. Bye.